Gary Gensler, the chairman of the SEC, worked for Ripple as a counselor in 2015. Today, we're going to be discussing everything about that, and of course, it is crazy breaking news. So make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below, and let's get right into it. Plenty of rumors have been out there that Gary Gensler has actually previously worked in February of 2015 on the Ripple team and was actually working as a counselor on their side during that Jay Clayton time period. Of course, guys, this is something we're going to check, and on top of that, we're going to be jumping into some other very important information, so make sure you do watch until the end. And quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial or legal advisor, so let's get started. The current price of XRP is 77 cents, of course, almost at 78 cents after a high of 79 cents only a few hours ago. It did come back, crash, do a retracement, and I think we're believing now that it's going to start going up and hopefully make its way into the 85 cents range, probably by the end of the next few days, then make its way all the way back up to $1. But let's jump into the serious Gary Gensler stuff. This started to trend. The Ripple.com website has actually released an article where it was posted in February 13th, 2015, which says, "Meet Gary Gensler, the general counsel at Ripple Labs." And it says Team Ripple. It's a 7-minute read. And as you guys can see right here, it's February 13, 2015 on the Ripple.com site. In addition, at the very bottom, it says, "Bringing a wealth of experience from Goldman Sachs to the U.S. Treasury, Ripple Labs is thrilled to announce that Gary Gensler has joined the team as a general counsel." And once again, you guys can see here, it's the Ripple.com site, insight right here, Ripple, you have everything, February 13th, which brings us to a conclusion that it's important to understand Gary Gensler and what he was doing at this time. So we're actually on the Gary Gensler Wikipedia, and we're going to go to 2015 right now. So Gensler served as a treasury of the Maryland Democratic Party for 2 years and held several senior roles on the Maryland campaigns of U.S. Senator Barbara Milikos, former lieutenant governor, Kathleen Kennedy Tootson, and Governor Martin O'Malley. During the 2018 presidential campaign cycle, Gensler served as a senior advisor to Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign and later advised the Obama campaign. In May 18, 2015, Gensler was named the chief of financial officer of Clinton's campaign for president. So that plus the tweet, this plus the tweet right here brings us to one conclusion, and that is that Gary Gensler in fact did not work for Ripple. This is probably a fake tweet that was posted. So anybody discussing rumors that Gary Gensler worked for Ripple, well, number one, that's impossible because it would be a conflict of interest and this lawsuit would most likely not be happening. Number two, he clearly was not working with Ripple because he was working in other sectors during that time period. And number three, clearly this guy is not any benefit to Ripple, so he would have not added anything and he would have most likely got fired by the Ripple team anyways. So he doesn't have any place on the Ripple Labs team. Now, another very important thing that I want to highlight in today's video is what cryptocurrencies are, because XRP is currently in a battle. You have the SEC saying that it's a security, and you have the Ripple team saying it's a cryptocurrency, yet nobody has a correct definition. And so I'm going to bring you somebody from the SEC Commission to go on and discuss and mention exactly what a cryptocurrency is or what the crypto token is so that we can clarify to everybody that, listen, SEC, who do you think you are? You have your own commissioners talking completely different words than what you're saying. Plus, you have provided zero clarity out there. And so we're guessing if you provide anything that your SEC commissioners say, then you probably back their words. Otherwise, let me give you an example here. If an SEC commissioner goes ahead and starts telling people to go buy in this stock and tells them, listen, this is going to boom, blah, 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 making the stock price rise, then he sells, what would that be? Well, that is clear. That's a scam. That's a pump and dump scam that you're illegal and you're not allowed to do. So if one of your people come out like William Hinman and says Ethereum is a cryptocurrency, and then all of a sudden, now you're saying it's not the SEC's words, then maybe we should sue him, because clearly your regulations are not in place and are not protecting investors, because you have two options. Either you can accept his words, or you should take him accountable for what he's saying, because clearly he caused a pump in Ethereum, and you're not allowed to do that using your influence, providing false information to just boost the price up so that you or your friends or anybody you know can sell. So clearly there's an issue here, but let's jump onto the clip and let's roll it.
The Senate Banking Committee brought up our chairman and the chairman of the CFTC, which they have. We have the securities markets, they have the commodity markets and the futures markets, and the senators were trying to find out from them. It's like, look, who has jurisdiction over these crypto assets? And if it's neither of you, do you need more authority? Do you need more jurisdiction, right? It turns out that the crypto assets, the currencies themselves, the bitcoins and the like, are not securities. We don't have direct regulation over.
Just understand this right now. You know how important this is, right, guys? You know how important this is. What he is saying loud and clear is that his chairman for their sector and the CFTC chairman and the SEC chairman were all sitting on a table and discussing who has regulations over what. Clearly, he said, they are not securities, because their branch has regulations over securities, and then you have the SEC that has over stocks, and you have the other ones that over commodities, etc., etc. And when they were asking them, okay, listen, do we have regulation over the cryptocurrency market? What did they tell them? No. And if they did have, then they would be securities. But the fact that they don't have regulations over proves that they're not a security, because securities are only to be given and to be regulated under his branch, under their commission's headquarters or branch or whatever you want to call it. So in short, he's saying that they do not have direct regulation over them, proving that they're not securities, because if they were, they would have direct regulation over them because they handle securities. So that kind of debunks everything the SEC is saying, everything they're discussing in terms of, look here, XRP is a security. Well, everything you're saying is false, because clearly the commission that you're talking about and the department that handles securities are not even in this battle right here. So clearly what you're saying is wrong, because you're not supposed to be dealing with me if I'm a security. You should have the guy that's supposed to handle securities, that's supposed to have direct regulation over securities, come to me. But the fact that you're talking to me and you handle commodities and assets and futuristic commodities, then clearly you are in the wrong, because I'm not a security, and the fact that you're talking with me proves that I'm not a security. So I just thought I'd drop my 2 pieces of information to you guys and tell you guys, listen up, the time has come. We are finally coming back with battle, and we are going to show everybody that XRP is the actual currency out there. XRP is the only currency that truthfully actually follows the regulations. It is the only official cryptocurrency, and everybody will know this right after the SEC lawsuit's done. And this is why it is so important, because if this lawsuit didn't happen, the cryptocurrency market would never have any clarity. But the fact that Ripple is putting itself on the line, XRP is putting itself on the line, tells you guys that maybe we should bring up more awareness about this coin. And so share this video to show the amount of effort being put into this lawsuit by the Ripple team, by the XRP community, to try and clear up the entire cryptocurrency community. And quickly, within regards to charts, guys, and this is what I was talking about earlier, did you guys see where we're currently at? We just are about to go ahead and hit the final mark before we get our pump. And this is what I was talking about in the video previously, and I think 2 videos ago, where we discussed technical analysis. So I believe, and this is my belief, is that we are in this point right here. So currently, where we are at right now, we are in this point right here. See how there's a big crash? And just right here. And this is that same crash over here. And now we had the pump, and then they had the pump. And now we're going to have a peak like the other peak. And this is kind of the start. And now we are currently in this downfall stage. So I believe we will have a downways retracement. So we are going to have that downwards. But I don't think it's going to be as bad. And then it's going to come back up, go up with a little dip, and then it's going to hold, consolidate, then hold up with a little dip, and then we'll peak. But again, the way this is going to work is it's going to be a lot faster, and it's going to be a lot higher. So I believe the retracement that we're going to have, the downward crash, this one is going to be a lot smaller than what everybody believes. So I did change the chart real quick, but I'll show you guys it right now. So this is what I was talking about. We're currently in this stage, and these are replicas. Then they had the downfall, and this is our down. And now we're just waiting on a recovery. So I think this is the lowest we're going to get, 0.72. We did hit the lows. We actually hit lows on the 29th, but this current low is 0.68. We've already hit the low right here. And now it's time to get that recovery and then skyrocket to all-time highs. And this is what I believe is happening. We're going to get a recovery, but this time it's going to be pretty decent. Like, I believe this recovery is going to bring us all the way down to that 140 mark. And then from here is where things will start to get serious, and you'll start to see big, and when I mean big, big pumps. We'll have a little bit of a consolidation at the 140 line. Then we'll make our way up, and I do believe we'll hit that $3 mark probably by the end of the year. And that will be basically where we end off the altcoin season, altcoin market, altcoin bull run, whatever you want to call it. And it's obviously going to end up with a crash that's going to look kind of like this, with a big crash, and I mean probably the biggest crash at the very bottom here. And it's going to bring us probably into the 0.2 cents mark. But right now, get ready for a crazy bullish run right now. I do believe, once again, we're going to start to hit those big numbers very soon. So get prepared for a ginormous skyrocket in XRP and altcoin prices. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.